Hello friends, welcome to your channel that's Learn Anytime. So today we will be discussing a very important topic of government exams, that is earthquake and its related topics. So earthquake, you can see over here, this is our earth and this is the focus from where the means waves are generated inside the earth. It's present inside the earth. You have to remember it. And what's the shorter distance of from that point to the surface? It is called the epicenter. Okay. So from focus, and seismic waves are of two types, that is body waves and surface waves. Okay. Then bodies waves are further classified into P wave and S wave. Okay. So longitudinal wave, P wave are longitudinal types, means travels in longitudinal way, and S wave travels in a transverse way. Then they reach the surface faster and they reach the surface slightly later. Okay. And they travel in all the medium, means okay, P wave can travel all the medium, however they travel in solid medium, however they dies in a fluid medium like gas or liquid. Okay. Both the waves changes direction as the density of the medium changes. Okay. Then P wave decreases in liquid medium while S wave dies in liquid medium. Okay. Now note, we have what important for our MCQs, that we do sense the P wave and the S wave in seismograph. Okay. So seismograph can sense both the waves, that is P wave and S waves, but they dies as it reaches the surface. However, we are not able to see those waves, that P wave and S waves, on the surface. There are surface waves for that. Okay. Body waves travel inside the earth only. Okay. But we can sense it through seismograph. Okay. Then next we can see. Okay. So what important thing to learn, that is there are some shadow zones. Okay, for P waves and S waves. For example, if the earthquake is generated from here, so they will this will travel, P waves will prevail. Sorry, you have to see this one, I think so. Yes, this will give a far more better idea. Okay, so for that, the we have seen that P waves will travel in both the mediums. So here from P waves comes, then it goes in that core area. Now we know that there is some fluid like substance is present at the core, so it changes its direction and goes this way. Okay. So it is this region from where you will not be detecting the P wave. Okay. And this region. Okay. Now talking about S wave will die at this region and will travel like this way. Okay. So it is this region where you will not found. Okay. Now come on to this. It is this region where you will not found the P wave as well as S wave. So it is a shadow zone for both the waves. Okay. And this is the whole area in which you will not found the S wave. Okay. So shadow zone, what conclusion we have to draw from this is that the shadow zone of S wave is far more than the shadow zone of P wave. Okay. And the scientists have drawn from this conclusion that there is something fluid is present inside the core. Okay. And however, that fluid cannot be gas. At such high pressure, the gas cannot exist. So we come on to conclusion that the core would be in liquid form. Okay. Now let's discuss the structure of Earth. Okay. So based on the chemical composition, so we have first the upper layer, there is crust. Crust are of two types, that is oceanic crust and continental crust. Oceanic crust, that is of 5 kilometer, its density is 2.7 gram per centimeter cube, and type of rock, that is basalt. And what's the material it's made up of, what is the chemical composition? So this you can remember it as SEMA. Okay. Then upper, that is continental crust, so it's around 30 kilometer thick and where the mountains like Himalayas, there are 70 kilometer thick, and it's made up of Sial. Okay, that is silicon, silica, and aluminium. Okay, then next layer is a mantle. Okay, mantle, and you can also remember that crust plus upper mantle is also known as the lithosphere. Its thickness is about 400 kilometer, and lower mantle extends beyond the asthenosphere, and it is in solid state. See, for all these things, first of all, let's memorize this, that core is made up of knife. You can remember it as a knife, that is nickel, and Fe, that is iron. Okay, the earthquake wave velocities helped in understanding the existence of the core of the earth, that is we have studied in last page. Okay, now we will classify all these things based on the physical characteristics. First is lithosphere. We have discussed it is in solid state. It involves the crust and upper solid mantle. Okay, upper plus solid mantle. Okay, and its thickness is about 100 to 200 kilometers. Talking about asthenosphere, next layer, and it's in a plastic state. Okay, you can see here it's in a plastic state. Then next thing is that so observe this figure very importantly. So you can see there is a crust. Okay, there is a crust which is 5 to 100 kilometer, and the whole lithosphere is the rigid part of the upper mantle, that is this one and upper crust. Okay, this is our lithosphere, which is 10 to 200 kilometer thick, and then comes the asthenosphere, which is in plastic state, and then comes the lower mantle. Okay, lower mantle में है mesosphere. Okay, which is 2,900 meter thick, rigid state. Then we have talked about core. So inner core. So inner core is the 5,100 kilometer, and outer core is in rigid. So this is sorry, wrong, this is my back. So this would be the outer core. Outer core is in liquid state, and the inner core is in solid state, that is rigid form. Okay, which is known as barysphere. Now let's memorize this also. That's boundary of crust and mantle is the Moravec, and boundary of mantle and core. Mantle, this is mantle and core. So this boundary is what we called as Gutenberg. Okay. So thank you for watching this video. Continue with your channel, that's Learn Anytime. Subscribe to have such more informative and related videos for your coming government exams. Okay, thank you so much.